All right, and here we are, guys. Oh my goodness. I don't know, does it cut hair? Let's see. What is going on, guys? Welcome back to Miguel EDC. My name is Miguel and you're watching Miguel EDC. Today we have an amazing unboxing going on here, as you saw in the title and thumbnail. Yes, I've been looking forward to this guy for quite a while now, ever since they came out. I think maybe a month or two ago. And I waited out a bit, I watched some reviews, and eventually I said to myself, hey, you know what? I really ought to check that knife out. It has a very, very unique locking mechanism and it is a very, very interesting design. I'll have links in the description for this guy if you want to check it out. They do help out the channel at no extra cost to you. And without further ado, let's just cut into the thing, shall we? Doing the honors today, we have the Civivi Elementum button lock, the OG, which is a larger Elementum, and you'll see why I'm using a Civivi knife here in just a moment. Let's see. Got this in Amazon yesterday, and I just couldn't help myself. I really wanted to unbox it yesterday, but I said, you know what? Can't cheat. Gotta get my reactions in front of the camera for you guys. So yes, we're looking at a Civivi Elementum. We're looking at a Civivi knife indeed, and I'm just gonna give you guys a little hint right there. There you go. The Civivi Vision FG pocket knife. This is an interesting one. I've been looking forward to this guy for quite some time now. So let's just open the box to see what we got. Very typical from Civivi. We have the pouch there with the logo. Nice zipper pouch. We have the Civivi sticker. I got like 20 of those. Silica gel, another Civivi sticker, the product use and warranty information, one of so many Civivi white cloths that I have. every box brings one of them, and another, I guess, Blade Show best knife of the year. Look at that. So the Elementum, I guess, won 2021 best buy of the year, a Blade Show. That's interesting. All right, and here we are, guys. Oh my goodness, here it is in its full glory. The Civivi Vision FG. I got mine in the natural jade G10. I don't have any knife in this configuration with this type of G10 scale, so I figure, hey, it's about time I get me one of these bad boys in this natural jade G10. And when I saw that this knife offered it, I just had to get it. This guy rocks the Superlock mechanism, which is very similar to, I want to say, I mean, in a way, it's similar to the Shark's Lock, right, on the Demko knives. Let's see how close to that it really is. All right, here we go. First open on this guy. Okay, wow. Okay, all right. I mean, it's kind of like the Shark Lock, but I want to say a little bit smoother, maybe. It just definitely gives you a different feeling, of course. It is also in the back of the knife here on the spine, so that's a very similar. Man, okay. I don't know. I gotta take a second there to gather my thoughts, really. All right, Miguel, we should stop fidgeting with this thing and maybe do some talking in the camera, right? Probably. That's probably a good idea. So what do we have going on with this guy? We have a satin finish Nitro-V blade here. Now, I haven't really dealt with Nitro-V in the past, so I'll be doing some research so that by the time I drop the review on this guy, you guys will know everything there is to know about Nitro-V. I will be dropping a review on this guy in about a couple of weeks. This is, of course, a first impressions unboxing. Sheep's foot style blade. Now, Civivi calls it a reverse tanto on the posting. To me, it's more like a sheep's foot style blade, Warncliffe, whatever you want to call it. Right, get the blade police out here to confirm. That being said, this is a design by Snex. Snex, I read, is from Malaysia. He's the knife designer that came up with the Superlock, which is what this locking mechanism here in the back of the knife, what that's all about. And I want to say this guy is definitely in ball bearing. Yeah, ball bearings going on right there. Look how smooth that is. This is a budget version of a Wii knife that I don't own, but I know they make. It's definitely priced much higher than this guy, and I'm just so glad that they brought it to a more affordable cost, more affordable price here. And man, this feels really, really good on the hand. I want to say ergonomically speaking. Okay, deep carry pocket clip, and I mean, I've heard some things about this pocket clip, especially how they decided to put it right here towards the top versus in the middle. That's definitely an interesting decision on their end, so we'll see how that goes when I EDC it for a while here. But I want to say it's a very ambidextrous knife because, you know, with the locking unlocking mechanism in the back, you could use your left hand as well, as demonstrated here with my not so trained left hand. But yes, very ambidextrous locking mechanism here on this guy. Man, this G10, natural G10 is growing on me already. I'm surprised I had never picked a knife up with this natural G10. I know all the other versions of the Vision FG had a black blade, similar to, you know, black coating, kind of like on my Civivi Elementum button lock. For whatever reason, you know, there are knives that I do like with a black blade or black coated blade. This one, I really didn't want to opt for that. So the only version with a satin finish was this guy with this G10 configuration. That being said, you have the 3 speed holes going on right there. I want to say it reminds me a lot of the Demko. Reminds me a lot of the Spyderco Smock with the 3-hole speed holes design right there. Not that it's unique to either one, but it's just an observation. They're much bigger, much more spaced out, much more pronounced on the Vision FG. I want to say these two side by side, I don't know. You guys be the judge, but they are pretty close there as far as overall measurements goes. Quick side-by-side comparison really quick. Again, this is an unboxing video, not a full review, but just to give you a ballpark idea. There is the Spyderco Smock at the top, rocking pretty much very similar dimensions, very similar length, very similar blade profile in a way. Here's the Civivi Elementum button lock, the OG, which is also a larger knife than the original Elementum, and that should hopefully give you somewhat of an idea. So yeah, very unique sound to it, I want to say. The Demko knives, they have a very iconic sound to them, regardless of blade shape. Let's say this guy, at first glance, very iconic sound to it as well. Got some thumb studs right here for thumb deployment. Yeah, you could get some work done with those thumb studs for sure. So I'm glad that they didn't cheap out on the deployment option. So yes, the Superlock is very strong, very fidgety. It's an amazing way to deploy, open and close the knife. I'm glad they put some thumb studs on there. That is very welcome. Oh, you can reverse flick this guy. Oh snap, you guys already know that's my favorite right there. Let's see. Bam, it's like a little bit of a push on the thumb stud there with the middle finger. Bam. And as far as billboarding, right, the only thing you have printed on the blade is the design by Snex, right? They really wanted you to make sure that it was designed by him for some reason. They're typically write text really tiny, like Nitro-V, that's the type of steel on this blade. I'm not sure why the design by Snex had to be, you know, printed so big. Could have just been somewhere around here, if anything. But yeah, other than that, liners, post liners all throughout. And of course, the only milling on those liners are going to be those see-through holes. And of course, we're going to get more into that during the review. Reversible pocket clip right here for lefties, so they have the lefties in mind. And the mechanism itself, as I mentioned earlier, is very ambidextrous, so that should help with that. I want to say the only thing that we're missing, you can grip this knife right here on the default grip right there. I want to say you could sort of forward choke. Yes, you can. Not that this is the most round finger choil ever out there, but I feel like it gets the job done. If you want to forward choke, you certainly can. This knife is going to be really good for utility cuts and things like that. That sheep's foot Warncliffe reverse tanto blade is going to definitely put in work. I want to say I noticed, right, you got the 3 big holes, but then you have the little tiny one, and this is where the Superlock right here is putting in work. So here it's locking the blade, but it's enough tension that the, you know, it also works as a detent, because then the blade can overcome that and open up, and here's where you see the locking take place. Boom, right there, right? You saw that? Let me do it one more time. The camera wants to cooperate. All right, one more time. Here we go. Bam. So yeah, the detent will be right down here with the Superlock when the blade is closed, right? That's why you can overcome that with a thumb deployment or reverse flick. And then once it opens it up all the way, bam, this bar slides in and it's keeping that blade locked. Let me also give you a shot here from above. Boom, nice. One more time right there. Bam. So yeah, this bar right here is going to wedge itself into this little groove right here on the blade, and it's going to be in between basically the stub pin, then the bar. Everything is going to basically put in work, bam, to stop this blade in place. And the only way to disengage this, of course, would be to pull back on the Superlock. I say there's absolutely no play here whatsoever, up and down, any way, left or right of any kind. You have a stub pin here, so that's holding the blade in place, as well as the bar, which is kind of going in there as well. and it sort of goes in here. You see that little cutout right there, right? That's where the Superlock bar goes into, and that along with the stub pin, they're keeping that blade in place, and that blade is not going anywhere. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is my explain it to me like I'm a 5th grader type of explanation, because honestly that's about how well I can probably explain that without getting too technical, because honestly, even if I tried, I couldn't even get more technical than that. Blade alignment right there out of the box, that's pretty good. Smack in the middle. That's one thing that Civivi knives have going for it. Man, they nail the quality. They nail the quality department for sure. That blade is very aligned, very sharp as well. Let's of course do a quick paper cutting test out of the box. Let's see how this guy does. Ooh, wow. I want to say very, very satisfying cuts on this guy. Look at that. Well, bam. I want to say you got a decent size blade right there. There's a decent length also, so you could definitely make some good long cuts as well. Very, I want to say, is this hollow grind? It doesn't feel like a hollow grind unless, no, this is more of a, I want to say, flat grind up until maybe this point right here. So maybe like a Scandi, you know, sort of flat grind. It is not hollow, and it doesn't feel like a hollow grind. And for reference, this is what a hollow grind will look like on the Smock here, right? That concavity right there, if that's a word. All right, effortless. I don't know, does it cut hair? Let's see. Oh, okay, it is cutting a good amount of hair right there. That is sharp out of the box. That is really, really sharp. It is razor sharp, no doubt about that. As you can tell. That's different. I didn't even plan for this. This was very spontaneous. If you ever see my unboxing, I never do this where I figure, hey, what the heck, why not? I can only grow so much hair in my arm. Let's test this out for once. All right, so do expect a full comprehensive review on this guy dropping here in about probably around 2 weeks. And I'll be going over in more detail, sharing with you guys what the carry experience is all about. I'm just super excited about EDC and this guy. This is a knife that came out very recently from Civivi. Again, a budget version to their more premium weave version of this knife. And I'm just so excited to test the Superlock and just fidget with it, put it to the test with all my EDC tasks. It's gonna be good. So I'm looking forward to that. Let me know in the comments what you guys think about the design. Is this something that you dig, you appreciate, do you like, dislike? Let me know your thoughts in the comments. Let's have a discussion down there. If you haven't yet liked the video, guys, this will be a good time to go ahead and smash that like button. That would be greatly appreciated. It will help the video get pushed with the algorithm, and it would help the channel grow and for me to bring you more awesome content like this on an ongoing basis. Also, if you aren't yet subscribed, this will be a great time to hit the subscribe button. Of course, I make all kinds of knife videos and EDC content, so please do consider subscribing. And if you want to take your support a step further, please do consider supporting on Patreon. There's a link for that down in the description. Chances are by the time you're done watching this video, I have another video up in the channel comparing and contrasting the very iconic Spyderco PM2 and the oh so good Spyderco Smock. These are both very, very good EDC knife, solid tools, and go ahead and check out that video next. Thank you guys for making it all the way to the end. I really love each and every single one of you. You guys are the real MVPs. Take care, guys, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.